Hey YouTube, it's Lisa, and I am back, and I am sporting my new implant that I got this morning, and it feels amazing to have 32 teeth again instead of 31 teeth and a flipper that like rubs on the top of my mouth. And so I'm actually having to learn to smile again, because even though I was still smiling, my smile was not the same. It was just awkward. Everything was awkward about it. It was horrible. So I'm back. I have my implant, and today's my anniversary. I've been married for 13 years, and it's kind of funny. My husband and I were joking about how this is truly the most expensive gift he's ever gotten me. My implant, even though our insurance paid for a lot of it, it was still quite pricey. Very humbling in the dental department when you think about how really lucky I've been to be able to get this done. But anyway, we were joking because we are the people, like, we're like total nerds who, you know, on our anniversary, we like to open up a notebook and write down the things that we've learned about each other and reminisce about the days, like our, you know, our first year, and like the things that we've learned since then. And we like to just look over that, and that's our gift. That's all we do. And like, you know, sometimes we'll like have a bottle of wine and, you know, something like that, but we really like to spend the day with our kids and just enjoy it with them. And so, and they get really into it, and they like to make us cards and stuff. So it's really awesome. So truly, this is the most expensive thing I've ever gotten on my anniversary. So that's kind of funny. And totally worth it. I feel amazing. I feel it like I am a new woman. So let's see. And now, like, let me just really quickly, my husband, I might have mentioned this in a different post. My dog is like throwing his Kong at me while I'm trying to make a video. So I'm just, oh, now I went and did it and like threw it while I was talking, and now it's going to come back a million times. But anyway, so, but on back kind of about the anniversary thing, like my husband and I like have not ever exchanged gifts for anything. And if I've mentioned this in another post, just kind of bear with me. But one of the things that we do at Christmas that has been such a blessing for our family, it's been amazing, is, and someone told us we were on our honeymoon, and someone, this woman told us, instead of exchanging gifts every year, exchange an ornament that reflects your year, the year of your life. And then, and we started doing that, and at first it seemed kind of weird because we only had, like, you know, it was like, oh yeah, I remember when we made that ornament or whatever. But now, 13 years later, you know, we have 26 ornaments on the tree that reflect that year in our lives. And it is phenomenal because we have things like, we wanted to move, and I wanted to move so badly, and I was kind of a cranky little brat at the time. I didn't have any kids yet. I was being a cranky little brat, and my husband was trying to get us out of where we were. We were in Maryland, and it was so expensive to live there, and we were living in like a shoebox that was like, you know, we were living in a crazy, like, super expensive townhouse that was literally a shoebox, and I was pregnant. I just wanted to leave, and my husband did manage to get us out of there, and we wanted to go back to upstate New York, and that is where we went, and we built a house. And so anyway, that year, he got me a hot air balloon that said, we're out of here. And like, I got him an ornament that said, and it was a Superman one. And then I wrote under its cape, like, all the amazing super things my husband does. And we had, you know, we hung those on the tree, and it was just awesome. And then we have another one from the year that our heart baby was born, and we have a broken heart. Actually, I got my husband a broken heart. And then I, you know, like, I wrote on it, like, you know, that the heart is still the hearts are still perfect even if they're broken. And so, and then we went, when we got to New York, so my timeline's out of order here, but I'm just kind of thinking about the amazing ones that we've had. We built our house. We thought we were going to live there forever, and we built our house there. And we built truly our dream home on Lake Ontario, and we never in a million years thought we would move. My husband built a replica, like pretty much out of popsicle sticks, of our house for me. So, you know, it wasn't the cost of the gift. It was just like, we have this huge reflection. So anyway, I digress. This is supposed to be about TTC. And so I wanted to say my main thing, so maybe I'll put like a time code on here for where you can like forward to if you don't want to hear my rambling, because it's been so long I can't shut up. But anyway, my TTC, what I was going to say is everybody needs some encouragement. everybody. I hope that you find this encouraging from me. I hope that you have a friend or a husband in your life that can encourage you, because I had a little bit of a tantrum yesterday. Not really a tantrum, but like, I didn't think, we decided not to try this month and last month because my tooth, and I knew I was going to be getting a lot of x-rays, and so we kind of put it on hold. Well, then I thought, you know, we actually baby danced close to the time frame that I could have gotten pregnant. So then I started thinking I might have gotten pregnant. So then I started like stressing about it, and then I started getting indications that I'm not pregnant. Okay, I'm about 5 days out actually from being able to tell, so wouldn't you know that I would be stressing about it, because that's just me. And wouldn't you know, I've already taken like 1,000,000 tests, because that's also me. But I really don't think I am. But I just told my husband, I said, I am starting to think we're not going to have another baby. And I am getting really frustrated. And he said, you know what, like, when you think about it, like, when you think about like us not having a baby yet, he's like, when you start to think from the time of the last miscarriage to now, and like all the things that have happened, and the months that we've had to put things on hold because we were either traveling, or, you know, your tooth was getting x-rayed, or I had National Guard, or whatever. He's like, actually, we haven't really tried as much as you think, because even though like a lot of time has passed, there have been a lot of months that have gone that that we just really weren't trying because of various other things going on in our lives. And I don't know why, but it just lifted my spirit, because internally, I'm thinking, my husband is looking at me and he's like, yeah, you can't get pregnant. Like, oh my gosh. And he's looking at me thinking, why are you like so upset? Because honestly, when you start to figure it out, when you start to think about it, we haven't really tried that much. And so when I say like you should have someone encouraging in your life, I don't mean like the friend who says, oh, it'll happen, don't worry about it, don't try to do anything. Absolutely, you should do something. I mean, if you want to go to a fertility specialist or whatever, I mean, definitely rule out those problems. Like, don't get encouraged out of it. But I mean, just so you don't like mentally break. I think I was a little bit on the cusp of that, and like sometimes it takes like an external person or an outside person, I don't know, like to say, hey, it's not really that, you know, it's not what you're internalizing. It's not what you think. What you think in your head is not kind of from the outside perspective what's going on. And my husband kind of laid out like, okay, like these are the months we actually tried. And like, it's really not that much, because we were traveling and I had my tooth, and my husband had National Guard. We had all this stuff going on. And I was like, you know what? You're right. And I just felt so revived. And then we've had this crazy Thanksgiving thing going on. We usually go, to my brother and sister-in-law's for Thanksgiving. We think we might not be able to go this year. There are lots of reasons, and I will address that on my new channel, which I'll tell you about in another video. But my husband might have to work. He won't have to work on Thanksgiving, but he has this project. My husband's a nerd. He's an engineer, and he has this project that's like due, and he's between contracts, so he can't just be snooty and say, hey, like whatever. He actually has to be like, okay, I'm just grateful for the work. And so so he might have to work, and so we might not be able to go home for Thanksgiving. But my husband pointed out once again, you know what, Lisa, like maybe that was meant to be. Maybe this is our month, because if we were traveling on Thanksgiving, that would be exactly the time we're meeting to TTC, and we would be in someone else's house with our 4 kids sharing a room with us. So I'm thinking a little awkward. And plus, I would just guess that the people there would not be supportive of us having another baby. So we probably wouldn't want to draw attention to that. And so yeah, so we are probably staying home for Thanksgiving and baby dancing the Thanksgiving away. So my family is about to be home. They went to run some errands. Actually, they went to get some ice cream, because for my oldest son, who can't eat, and my oldest son, just talk about mom of boys. I don't even think it's a mom of boys thing. I just think it's a mom of kids thing. But my husband had National Guard last weekend. My kids were jumping around celebrating that one of my kids finished his book report. And my oldest son, the same one who got his tooth extracted today, they were dancing around being silly, and he jumped on the love seat. Someone had left a pencil on the left seat. It went straight through his leg. Straight through his leg. I didn't really even think it was a big deal at first. I actually thought I was going to remove it myself. I'm retarded. And then I realized, holy cow, I can't get this out. I mean, there's no way. Like, so I had to take him to the ER, minor surgery, a drainage tube, several stitches later. I'm realizing, holy cow, thank goodness I didn't take it out myself. But anyway, my husband has the kids, and I better get off of here before they come home and think I haven't been doing anything. So anyway, I'm back. I'm super excited. I cannot even tell you how much this tooth thing has been affecting me, and I'm excited. And I will make another video about my new channel, Homeschooling and RV for Me, but I don't have anything on there yet, but I'm actually going to make some videos to go on there. I'm super, super, super excited. And the exciting thing about that channel will be that I can, that my kids can actually help me with it, and they can actually help me upload, and my oldest one can actually upload it for me and do things like that, versus this channel where I really literally have to be alone and have to do it when nobody's around, which makes it much harder to get videos up. So anyway, I will actually, when I actually get stuff uploaded, I will post a link and stuff on this channel so that any of you who are interested in homeschooling or RVing or a little of both or a little of everything can hop on over there. So it is great to be back, and I will let you know. In a couple days, I will know if I'm actually pregnant, which I kind of hope not, because I had a ton of x-rays today. So, all right, I love you guys, and I really, really, really hope that everyone has someone encouraging in their lives. And, whoa, my light just died. All right, and when it's back, crazy, in my Homeschooling and RV channel, I'll tell you how my family's not about stuff, and I'll explain this camera. All right, love you guys. Good luck, TTC, and I'll talk to you soon.